Steve Morgan for Fishing Monthly magazines here in Sacramento, California at the 3rd Bassmaster Elite event of the year, and we've come to follow Carl Jocumsen, and of course everybody knows Carl Jocumsen. Carl is Australia's favourite Bassmaster Elite Pro. Yeah. And Carl, I had the pleasure of sitting down with you in the boat yesterday. Couldn't talk about anything fishing, but I could take photos and observe, and I watched you shake off like 25 pounds of bass, and you actually even accidentally hook one that we've showed you on the social media.
Yep.
How come you can shake 25 pounds of bass off one day, but the next day you're coming with 10 pounds? What's going on?
These fish are just, they're one of the craziest fish for being able to change what they're doing. They're opportunists. The second the conditions change, they just go with it. It's 100% to do with food, wind, direction, temperature. And today the wind blew in a totally different direction. And that every single place that I knew and had confidence in had no wind on it at all. It was like glass. Well, the one bank that I wanted glass had wind on it, where I wanted to frog fish. So early I should have realised that and sort of abandoned everything that I knew that was on that side that the wind wasn't hitting, and should have went to, and I know to do that, but I had so much confidence in when you're getting 5 pound bites on areas, you want to go back and you push it too hard. I got some key bites on a spinnerbait early in that wind, and then I kept putting it down because I just know you need 20 plus pound here. The spinnerbait was good for 15 plus, and I actually should have just picked it up and went with it all day, tried for 15, 16 and been sitting pretty. Now I've got to have a really big day tomorrow. But all it comes down to is when the conditions change, you've got to be the quickest to adjust, and I just wasn't quick enough today. I wasted a lot of time running to areas that were just no good. So abandon a lot of stuff, so tomorrow I'll have a lot more fishing.
I notice local knowledge probably is a bit of an advantage here. I think there's about 6 or 7 Californians in the top 8.
Yeah.
Like those guys know the tides, they know the weather, and they know how to adjust. Let's talk about, apart from the fishing, because we all know you're just going to go fishing tomorrow and you're the champion of the day 2 comebacks. Let's talk about that big run that you had in the boat this morning. Like Dad said, it took us near 2 hours to get down to the dock and get on the water and find you. Is that the biggest boat ride you've ever had to get to a spot?
It actually isn't, no, because it's actually not that. And it is a fair way. Like I was nearly $200 in fuel I spent today, so it's pretty crazy filling up at the marina down there. But it was with all the 5 mile an hour zones, it makes for a long run. And from where the furthest I ran to back was probably an hour and 45 minutes. And the James River is the longest, and it's nearly a 70 mile run. But you can do 70 to 74 because James River, you'd empty everything out and do 75 miles an hour. You'd get there in about an hour. So that's the longest run. This is just pretty hectic. It's like scary. No one ran that exact run. No one knew exactly what was going on, and it was just, I've never seen a trail of 113 boats just all heading in the one direction. It was a cool experience, but it was an adventure just getting down there, and you're so far away from the ramp, you just wonder whether you're going to get back. And I'm casting, I left an hour and 35 minutes down there, and I got back with 2 minutes to go. It's just ridiculous.
It's crazy.
You've got to push the limits the whole time.
Now, we were down at the launch this morning, and all day through the Fishing Monthly Facebook page, we fed images of you, launching your boat and on the water, catching fish, running a boat, and actually even having your boat in midair on the way back. There's a whole lot of big names here. Like you go through the car park, there's just truck porn everywhere. Yeah. On the water, it's boat porn, and every single dude you walk past is some guy that's won like $1 million in bass tournaments. Are you still intimidated by these guys?
Not really. I know a lot of them now, and they're all, you realise that they're all just human, but like they are freaks of nature, and I respect them all because they're unbelievable how good they can find and catch fish. But I've got to go out and just do the best I can do. But just being around these guys is really cool. I love it. I love every second of it. I love the mornings. I love the launch, and just being a part of it is really special. I'm lucky every day. I think this is cool. When I'm driving down, I'm actually doing it. I'm thinking, how good is this? But on the surface, I kind of seem calm and stuff a little bit, but underneath, I'm just like, I'm going 100 mile an hour. I'm like, I want to do well. I want to win. I want to, that's what I want to do. And so when you don't catch them, it's kind of disappointing. But I know that every single day is different. Tomorrow, you can make that comeback. You got to stay positive.
That's it. So we're going to follow you out on the water again tomorrow, and of course, you can catch all of the updates on the Fishing Monthly Facebook page.
Okay.
And of course, after all those updates get put on your website, which is carljocumsen.com.
Yep.
I know that everyone back in Australia who's watching this, I know a few guys there have had sleepless nights watching it. They're just watching Bass Track just to see when you're catching fish. So to keep everyone happy, let's hit 25 pounds tomorrow, mate, and we can have a good. I can do a nudie run for Australia.
I'll hold you that. I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen. Tomorrow will be a big day.
So Steve and Carl checking out from Sacramento, California.